It's piddling down. I don't know if you can hear Big T, Big Math, but yeah, anyway, let's have a little look at the thing. I'm just not even feeling it, I swear on my life. I'm just, I can't go back through all that chat, sorry. Hello, and all that. I'm just coming in like a Muslim with my scarf on my head. It's going to be one of them days someone's going to say something and I'm just going to hear this. Sorry, it's just spaz noises. Let me show you what I'm listening to. Not you. Oh, he's stopped now. Alright. Hello. What? Is smoke too much? Not enough. He needs to go kip, doesn't he? He needs a little sleep. Yeah, he's heard me anyway, my dulcet tones, and he's stopped talking and melon. Right, let me go in the warm bit, but it stinks. It's just, oh. Can you hear it now? It starts again. Right, Tone. Let's have a little go here. This is... You're a waste man. I just broke your No, I can't have it that he thinks I'm filming him. Who's a waste man? Someone a waste man back there. Help! Anyway, it's too raining to go to JC, but he is over there and we are leaving early. What a touch. Sorry, babes. I'm so sorry. That's a fib. Just sit on someone's umbrella, then they'll be sorry. Right, let me get my shizzle off. Sucker! No. Such intellectual comment. Right. He's making my noise now, I must admit. Right, someone find me a topic to talk about so I don't have to listen to this. Because I'm going to start in a minute. Right, let me tell you all what's been happening with me. Okay. I'm going to end up in a cell. Right. So I went away. That's quite a nice time, actually. Thank you, Martin. And I landed. I come off the plane, and it's just been one giant shower of shizzle. Thank you, Unitarian. I have a very little sleep and very little patience. It was lovely, Tyler, but I was late, obviously, because life is just getting a bit unmanageable. Because I've been, I can't talk here. Excuse is going to get banged out in a minute. Oh, he never says anything. He's just waiting to get smacked every week. And then when he does, he starts shouting out hater and all that. He's talking about the devil. It's so funny when they're trying to... Right now, they're with me. The Sunnis are a bunch of gays. Didn't my Hannies have a little thing with a shirt up and a bit of a smooch? Anywho, I might just have to carry this on from an establishment shortly. Anywho, someone talk to me, please, because it's such playground stuff. A jarhead as well. Hi, are you right? Oh, he ain't going, is he? Oh, everyone else is leaving him. Right, anywho, I keep saying anywho. Thank you, Mohammed. Cheers, love. Someone give me a topic, please, because I've got no gloves on, obviously. I've got no hat. No sense! Sorry, not you, babe. Twat. Right, anywho, again, what's happening? Not a lot. I feel miserable. He is getting on my last nerve. I ain't even I've only just walked in the park. I thought Mo was going to be the one to crack the code and I'd be in a cell. But it's him. What, just there, physically? Such a tart. Why is he always wanting to fight when he can't even? He ends up on the floor. I can't believe this. My phone's ringing while I'm live streaming. Oh, right, and you can't even text them. No, you can't. Right, so where was I, everyone? Sorry, I've just having it up to... Well, I can't even point the camera high enough. Right. Tell me, you're coming to tell me he's going to the pub now. You're not. I got so excited. Yeah, but his early is South American early. Yeah. Don't listen to the numbers, babes. I used to listen to the numbers. I don't listen to the numbers. Right, so is it Carolina? Sorry, I didn't catch it before it went off the screen. All right, my hands are so cold. Right, let's sort it out. Let's get a coffee, but not here. Oh no, I'm not taking you all over Costa because they play music. But he might have shut up by now. Sorry. No, he's going to start again and I can't be bothered. Right, someone finds a topic for me and I'll just talk because I really don't feel like talking to humans. I'm not saying you people are not human. Obviously I love you lot. But this mob, I've got to put my hair up, I've got to look at the state of it all. It's just pitiful really, isn't it? A couple of weeks off and I'm just... Right, the signal here is jank. That's the word of the day, everyone. Jank. It's just too rainy. There's like 30 people where there's normally 100 and something. Let me say a prayer in my head for a minute because I just feel really, pristine sounds. I don't really know much about the Ethiopian canon. I've got it somewhere. I've got it I've got their canon. Orthodoxy in general is not, out of the three branches, Orthodoxy is not the one I know most about. I know most about Catholicism and Protestantism, and then the various segments within Protestantism. But yeah, to be honest, I've said pick a topic, but that's one that maybe someone else will have to tell me about. I know they have the Marian doctrines. I know Eastern Orthodoxy does anyway. Yeah, I can't say. It all depends on who you meet first. Theologically, I obviously don't agree with them, but I'm more of the opinion that unity is what God desires because He does, and He says disunity. Those who sow disunity are detestable to Him. And I've got to just cuff my nose here because as soon as I came back into the country, my nose started again. It was fine when I was frozen, solid. My nose was fine. So that must have been fascinating for everyone. I need to get gloves. I just went into the shop to get the gloves and the queue. I've got zero patience today, which is a good job I'm not a doctor. Right. Yeah, so sorry, not Ethiopian Orthodoxy if you don't mind. I just see a comment, my name tagged in it, hold on. Oh, Unitarian, I hope not. Oh, here's John. Oh, touch. Yeah, so someone normal. No, I had visions of that. Before I went in church this morning, I was thinking, I just visualising him bowling towards me and imagining me just clumping him. But that wasn't because of him, that's because of my issues. We go issues. Oh, brilliant, Christine. It's not I like the way you say debates, not arguments, really. My dad's an atheist, so you can imagine. And his personality is quite similar to mine, although without the humour or the charm. Signal's crap. Right, there's John, everyone. Now I look like a midget, so hold on. I just try and stretch my spine out.
It's really big, boy.
What do you think about Ethiopian Orthodoxy? Someone's dad, they're a Protestant, they're Bible, Protestant, and he's an Orthodox, Ethiopian Orthodox, but I don't really know much about it other than Orthodoxy, which is my least.
I know that Ethiopians believe in the Coptic tradition, so in a sense, there's nothing wrong with it. I would say it's not really.
They got the Marian business going down.
Yeah, they don't really have a reformed faith.
Yeah. If you ever, Christine, I know it's cold, isn't it? If you ever need help with any of the points of doctrine for Protestantism, I can help you out, I suppose, unless they're lunatic ones, and then I might have to just back down a minute. Afternoon. Is he reckon he's going at 3 o'clock? It's confirmed rumour that I'm hearing. See, I need it to be a yes, because my hands, I was in minus 30 degrees and I think my hand feels colder right now. It is a bit Englandy, isn't it? And I didn't even know it was going to... Okay, Christian God versus Allah. Brilliant. Okay, so for one, there is only one God, so the true God has a perfect memory. He's outside of time, so he doesn't necessarily need to have a memory. He's all-knowing. But he most certainly gave his name for the generations to Moses, he said, I am Yah, or same difference, and tell them I am has sent you, Yahweh. And then Allah came along.
I'm gonna walk around, Kate.
Allah came along and claimed to be that same God who knows his own name, and yet forgot his own name, and also forgot that the people with that name, with that Yah sound in them, is in direct reference to the God of Israel, that Yahweh over and over and says that he is. Satan is a small g God in the Bible, in as much as it says the God of this world has blinded the believers. Yeah, that's certainly not God. It's not a capitalized G anyway. So Allah is not Yahweh, Isa is not Jesus, Maryam is certainly not Mary. None of them it is. It's like, this is the thing, if you want to forge money, you want it to look like the real one, you know what I mean? Because people often, I was reading apocalyptic stuff and base their cultish ways off of that. And it doesn't. But on a superficial level, it can make the Bible look like a conspiracy, kooky, nonsense cult. But only for the fact that they're not trying to replicate the Quran. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's because it's the real thing that people want to make their stuff look like it or misconstrue it. You're right, George. So I'm dying if I can. Okay, all right then, Christine. God did say that, but in the context of which he spoke, it was before the birth of Esau, and in the Hebrew, it's a rejection. So Jacob he has accepted, and Esau has he rejected. But in other verses, it also says, hate not your brother the Edomite. Hate not the Edomite, for he is your brother. Yada yada. So anything that came from Esau is not necessarily cursed or anything like that. Yeah, a more satisfying way of understanding it is rejection as opposed to hate. If that helps, I don't know. I mean, that's a very on the surface answer, but you could look into that because it's recorded as such in Bible commentaries and stuff like that. And in fact, that crossed my mind the other day. Something confirmed it when I was reading the Bible, but I do make notes, but then I don't make a note of where the notes are, if you know what I mean. My hand's dead, it's red. Right, let me just start walking back because then I can go and heckle Jay to get us to the pub. No one worth talking to, and it's piddling down at my hair any minute now. It already does, but I'm just going to look like Sideshow Bob. It's just going to be shh. Oh, I can hear Bob's voice from here. What's the odds? Like, it's stuff of nightmares, people. You're right, Usman. Oh, how embarrassing. The young one with him got all the way past me, like 6 foot, and they went, hi, darling. Like, oh, how silly. Right, I'm walking with a purpose. People are getting out of the way. Right, let's just show you around who's here. Like, basically no one. Oh, there's Bob. There's Foghorn Lil in the corner. Hiya, you didn't fancy a coat? No, of course not.
About the persecution of the Muslims in China.
Oh, is that the one?
What about
yeah, it's a nice thing to do. I don't know that I believe Muhammad existed, to be honest.
Ladies
let
and
me get under there,
gentlemen,
Jay.
if the Islamists that come to this park on a regular basis were ever to gain power in this country, I guarantee they will prescribe the activities of Christians, Hindus and Sikhs in this country.
No way!
Don't believe me!
Hate speecher!
Muslims say.
Oh, you got good hearing!
In the comment section.
I'm going to start heckling him. Get me
Go
away,
and
get me
look
away.
at what the British government says about Saudi Arabia. Let me pull it up for you.
Oh, hang on. Piddling Dan.
Let me pull it up for you.
Oh, hiya, relax.
Go and chill my phone down, get it covered in water.
I'm gonna. Oh no, I'll just leave that to me. Right, let me just turn around and hide somewhere. I can't heckle Bob for a living, surely.
British government.
Can I?
Talking about.
I don't. Oh, right, this is. Hang on. Right, I'm gonna liven myself up. I've got to pull my jumper down over my hands. This is what we need to do.
Okay, this is on the page of the British government's official website.
No way, they've got an official website. Right, someone stop heckling him because it's getting too much fun, really. And that's saying something because my fun levels are like, sadly, what's named? Oh, he is talking sense, yeah. It was alright, Chris Mack. It was, I should have slept, is my my official position on that. I stayed up for like, I don't know, about 48 hours. Then I managed quite a lot of sleep. Then I had, the following night I had 2 hours sleep. And I've had a lot of like traumatic, like very serious stuff going on that's a little bit upsetting and distressing. So, I mean, that's, I don't know. Yeah, I haven't really been at my best.
France is discriminating against Muslims.
Can you hear him? Do you want to see him? Someone tell me, I don't mind. Oh, it's pissed.
That Hindus are persecuting Muslims because they can't wear a headscarf. Okay. But they defend Saudi Arabia making any practice of any religion in public illegal.
I don't think that's it.
No. Ladies and gentlemen.
No, I don't. It's just piddling down.
Far worse to you.
They won't do it to me, Bob.
They suffer. They defend practices far worse.
Hey, is it worth you being under that tiny little... Sorry, I'm just getting under with.
Then they would have you condemn in India or France.
Let's get a double look
Christians.
Okay.
Immediately after I read the example. How hilarious.
Anyone think he's not listening, Bob?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Can't turn my camera around.
Do not be swept
That's a great shot.
by the deceitful narrative of Islamophobia.
Like,
do not allow that deceitful narrative of Islamophobia to blind you to the many and consistent examples of prejudice and Christophobia that exist in the Muslim
I know
world.
the figures for Christians. Just last year, more Christians than ever before. Like the total Christians killed was more than.
In Egypt,
I've got a feeling it was more than all the combined previous years, but that doesn't. I think that's from the beginning of the study. Because of course
of tens of thousands of
the Armenian genocide
in
was many Christians.
The bombings of churches in Pakistan, the protests and outrage
they just ripped the geezer to pieces in Pakistan. Today come out because the blasphemer. They grabbed him. Yeah, he's been ill.
The kidnapping of a Christian pastor in Malaysia by the authorities. That is caught on film, making it illegal for Christians to proselytise to Malay Muslims, making it illegal to build churches in Indonesia.
Where?
The murder of Christians in Turkey, the attempted genocide of
I forgot my sense of humour, I forgot my patience, I forgot my peace, goodness, gentleness, kindness, self-control, joy, love.
Christianity in public in Saudi Arabia.
I'll be back in
How many examples of Christophobia do you need to see before you wake up?
Not the Catholic Church, though, the Vatican, if you see what I mean. The Catholic, the body of Christ, Catholicism is the people. Most of them are unaware.
Islamophobia by talking about the reality of Christophobia.
He's doing air quotes, everyone.
In the Islamic world.
Right, let's go pub. Right, let's go.
What about in the UK?
What about gin?
What about the attempted murder of Nisa Hussain? Caught on film.
I'm not dismissive of persecution, as you know. Oh, my phone is dripping.
Who tried
like,
to
literally.
murder a Christian in this very park?
Yeah,
Doing an anti-terrorist investigation.
Because
pushed it over
I'm like that.
and hid it in plain
No, I could only go at that time because of the vaccination rules.
Muslim in East London who tried to tear down a cross. And let me give you two examples anecdotally from my own experience.
Okay.
I went.
Oh, well,
to
you better shut up then.
On
One
holiday.
place, he's telling me one place. I said, well, he might as well shut up then. All the rest of the places burning them down.
Wooden
Don't be silly.
And a Muslim
Tell him on the
came up
camera.
to me,
Tell him.
And said,
pointing at my cross and going, no.
Ooh.
And he was telling me
Who
to
they
take
sleep
my
with is
cross
none of
off.
our business. Someone
And the
sounded dead
Muslim
fucking
called me
serious.
over,
yeah.
and he said the Muslim was angry with
I'm
me
so
because I was
getting that.
wearing my cross near to the mosque.
Oh, I wish they'd try that with me. Oh, I'd love that, mate.
Evidence.
That'd sort a whole half hour
A
out.
brother of mine, an uncle in the faith, was cutting the
I don't know whether to go
grass
to a
of
bus
his
stop.
church
Just this.
in a Muslim area.
It's got drips on
An
everyone.
elderly Muslim man walked past
Oh,
him,
my
called
phone
him
now, it's
over,
too wet for my phone. This is a joke.
pointed to the cross on the
Sorry.
church,
This
and
now I've got the
said
front
the
camera, I
cross
can
was
hold it at the back.
offensive to Muslims.
But no, this is a twiddle. But no, I can't not swear and I can't. Fudge! What do I do? I might go pub now. Do you want to come pub? Like, tell me in the comment section if you want to go pub. I'll take you with me. I've got enough battery. I just need someone to stand under their
But I
thingy. I might go pub now, Jay.
Okay,
Oh, hang on, while I'm filming forward now. But how long when you come
And
in?
this
I don't know,
uncle
maybe
did
we
tell me what he
What is
told
it now?
me.
What time?
So when are we going to
I
start
don't know, I can't tell.
challenging
Yeah, take that,
the
babe.
Christophobia
Take that, but I want my
amongst
wire and my
Muslims?
thingy back.
Stand up for yourselves, Christians. Find your balls.
I'm gonna.
and
Jordan,
start
Martin, you are
speaking up
sterling.
for your brothers and sisters
Oh, do yourself
around
a
the world.
favour. Behave.
There's fault.
There's vote!
There's fault.
There's vote!
There's fault.
On
There's
in the
vote!
background.
Okay.
Do you want to come pub,
Any
Pete?
questions
Let's go.
on that?
Right, we're going. Anyone wants to come to the pub, you're all welcome.
Question.
Come on then.
Did you want
I'm not even joking. Muslims allowed. Right. So the sensible two of us are going because this is a joke. Like, let me turn it around and show you the puddles. Not because you ain't never seen none. But this will give. So, questions will be all right if my phone survives the wet. I'll have to get a bag of rice out in a minute. Can Muslims, any Muslims about you, you can ask us? I didn't even get the. Yeah, Muslims can ask me questions. They don't like the answers, but of course they can. That's what I'm here for. Except that I'm not here for it because I've got to sort my life out before. I didn't even when I was in church, I got there late and it was all fudged. But it was worth. The reason I was late was unavoidable and worth it. But still, I just keep arguing with people. Stressy Bessie over here. I'm starting to think it could be me. Oh, shush.
Yes.
Shut up. They're saying it to no one. No one even there. Someone needs to, well, not a Christian, but if someone nicked that speaker, I wouldn't see nothing. Nothing. I've been back in London a minute and I'm so cockney, it's painful. Right, hold up. Yeah, it's a blessing, but not on your phone. Not in your phone, Mohammed. Blessing if you live in the Sahara and all that. If you're in England, it's pretty much every day of the week anyway. So it's not like we've been doing rain dances over here, waiting for it. I mean, whoever's praying for this blessing can just sort of stop now. That'd be fine. Oh, right, once I get in, I'll see who's in the chat properly because my fingers they've died. They're dead. I've got to walk quick. I'm so sorry. You've got little legs and I'm just marching. But everything is. Oh, I want to sleep in my own bed. Sorry. That come out of nowhere. I think that was my inner voice. That come out of nowhere. I think that was my inner voice getting out. Oh, right. Yo, sorry everyone. I'll just try not to die a minute. Finally, the roads are all round the right way in this. Driving where you know where they're coming from. It still don't mean they won't hit you. But better than looking the wrong way every single time for a month. Right. Oh, you come on in. Oh, I love a bus driver. Just look at you like a peasant. Right. What part of London? East, Christine. That's about as detailed as I'm. I mean, you could have guessed it normal. And then I mentioned a landmark, and he went, "Where's that?" And we were standing near it, and I was like, "Where are you from?" Then I realised they sound a bit similar. but a bit more that sort of noise. Oh, it's very wet anyway. Very England. I was happy when I came home for about 30 seconds, and then real life just went bang. Have a bit of that, love. Oh, hang on a minute, P. I just got to, let me just make out to be a ute and hang about in the street. Come under a minute, because I ain't got nothing. Oh, they got music on. That's going to muck up my stream. Right, ain't even good music. Oh my gosh. Oh dear me, look how old he is to be playing that. British. What did you say, Mohammed? Oh, are you from London though, Mohammed? I feel like I'm on a phone call, just chatting to Mohammed. Right, oh, just getting notifications and all. Right, let's see who else is talking. My finger won't work on the screen because it's so soggy. Sorry. Oh, shizzle. Right, hold that thought, everyone. Do you believe that Catholics created Islam? No. No, I don't believe that. I'm all right with the Americans and Al-Qaeda, that sort of vibe, or the Taliban or whatever. But I think it's odd that the Pope is willing to like embrace Islam type doctrines. It doesn't make any sense. It's like having a vegetarian meat eater, you know, like a married bachelor. Just don't, it's logically inconsistent. But I mean, who's going to start getting logical at the time? Woo! Not them. Oh, please, Jesus. Right. There's no shelter from this. Oh, right, hold on. I should never have had that fry up before I come. That's what's done it. I went in the pub and had something to eat. And then I'm just not feeling it. And I see Omar. The minute I got there, I should have started streaming. You'd have seen him. But it's so different outside the pub. All that old twaddle. But even he was going home in his mask, walking along on his own. I don't understand that. People walk to protect other people. So who you protect? I see a geezer. I shouldn't laugh. I should laugh. Why not? Laughing is... I love laughing. He had to... He was on a... I can see it in my head. He was on a scooter, which to my mind is a bit of a childlike activity, but the sort of grown-up ones, where you can kill someone on it. He was on one of them, hat on, scarf, gloves and that, and a mask, but driving through a non-drive, like a resident, like an estate. He's driving, whizzing about on his own, 20 mile an hour. Who's going to catch up to him and cough on it? Like, oh, why wouldn't they? Here, is it me? Am I the only one with a brain cell on this planet? Look at this, everyone. Look at the state of that, and the umbrellas are down. I know they're parasols. Look, it's up, but you can just stand there. Hang on. I can't be bothered. Can you be bothered? Is anyone out there? I feel like I'm doing a seance. Is there anybody there who can be bothered? I said, I've gone Catherine Tate. Oh my God. Right. Oh, what a bunch of melons. Hi. Right. See, one out of all of them. One. Right now, can you go? If I give you the money, will you go in and order? Because will they serve you? Have you got ID on you? Because if I go inside and catch the music, it mucks up my stream. Right, let me get my. Jordan, she's so funny. Right, let me use this ashtray because my phone. Oh, but that's going to be a very unflattering angle while I just get me suitcase out. Aye, everyone. Don't know if you can read it or identify it. My nose is running. Everything's going down. Oh, right. The other day I didn't have any real life money. I only had pretend money. Oh, right. Where's my thingy? Oh, that would be so hilarious if I had to now run back to a different pub. Oh no. Been on a pub crawl on a Sunday, isn't it disgusting? Right. I just got to do it again. I don't even care no more. It's so wet, it's like using a wet wipe. Right, I've got to sort my life out. Do I go full K or no? Archers and slimline tonic. And that's it. Slimline tonic. See what else you need to put to it to get yourself. Is it tea you have or whatever? No? Don't worry about it if it makes me fat. It's just the archers. Right, sorry, everybody. Look at I told you, look at Sato over here. I'm going to put my barnet up. I'm going to sort my life out. And then we can have a chat. Right, let me get you in the ashtray there. Wherever you are. Oh, my phone's upside down and all. Now I can do the thingamajigs. They're moving it. Omar is avoidable, to be fair, Mohammed. Like, it's a bit of, sometimes he's a bit of a living meme. I like that. Right. Oh, sorry. Oh, mate, I'd just love to have my wits about me at the moment. Chocolate. That's going to fix it, everyone. Fingers crossed. Right, sorry, Paul, I can't see your thing because it's all... Oh, you're right, oriented stress. Oh. So, Dore, I didn't get to see him. I saw David Lynn and a few times, and I went and preached on the mic. You know, like in the videos, on that Young and Dundas. That was good. Where do I prefer? Oh, Paul, that's a tough one at the minute while I'm sitting here soaking. I wish I was doing Canada if that helps you out. But I mean, I got happy when I came home, but only for 30 seconds before life just went to remember me. Like real life, you know what I mean? That is a life lesson. Whoever just put that, if it's raining next up, look, because if you live in England, you'd be the size of an ass. And that's not an ass. That's a house. What? They want your ID? Yeah. Come and talk to these. Ain't you got none? Come and talk to these people. Here, sit there, love. No. Come on, you got them. You're going to have to tell them something. Here, everyone have a look at the menu a minute. Yeah. Oh, come on. Tell them your testimony.
Hi. I'm sorry guys, I don't have my ID with me. And I look like a kid, so they won't give me gin and tonic. Sorry. Hi. Asian humor.
Oh, nice!
I didn't say it.
Oh, you're just staring at them, you lunatic. They're not, they won't bite you.
No, they call me Asian humor.
Well,
Hi.
that is an accurate description. It's not yet hate speech.
No.
You are human, aren't you? Right. Let's roll the fag. Then I'll get people to be walking past like I'm giving cigarettes to children. And I said to him, "Where's the drink then?" He went, "They didn't even make it." I said, "It's not that we don't believe her." I said,
I know.
"I didn't give it then." I just don't believe her.
I should come in more often and just like show them my ID.
Yeah.
And they wasn't that.
You should bring it out. If I looked as young as you, bloody hell, I'd have it tattooed on my leg. Hang on, who's got where? Oh my gosh. So that was that was a long time ago, Christopher. If you was having a lot, and if they was called Bobbies, you're going back a bit. But I know what you mean. I'm always speaking on behalf of Madge when I'm abroad. I say to people, I'll tell the Queen when I get home. Like we're all in the same, you know what I mean, building. Oh, I just want to be organised. Right, let's talk Jesus. For heaven's sake, literally for heaven's sake. And let's talk about the state of me on a live stream, but let's not do that, please. Please don't. Toronto, where's my little comment? Oh, yes, I recorded it, Andrew SOCO. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I didn't put it up because, long story really, but I will do. Now I'm in England, I will I'll let people know I'm in Canada, as it were. Yeah, also I've got the footage of, oh gosh, Niagara Falls. I can re-thingy again. I'll put it on for the members, so Andrew, you can already see that. What else? Do you know, I didn't do any. I should have. I so should have. I should have done a follow-up video with the people that I stayed with, because they've been on the main channel before, but they had such a cute baby. I couldn't tear myself away. I was teaching her how to say things, not Cockney things, just mum, 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 that sort of stuff. But she did sound English when she was saying it, which I was like, but I was teaching her the sign language as well. So cute. But yeah, she was very cute. So yeah, I should have done more stuff, but the temperature was just a joke. I thought it was joking every time I looked at my computer. I was like, yeah. And then go out for a cigarette and I'd be like, oh. But I must admit, I went out with no socks on for a cigarette, with my like house slippers on. Because by the end of it, I just thought, oh, I'm basically Canadian now, just strolling about in shorts. No. Anyone who goes over in a barrel over that monstrosity of a walk, no, that's just a... I mean, I was going to say, do I look mental? But I mean, yeah, but not in that sort of mentalness. No, and even nowadays, I cannot believe that they're not specially built barrels. At least, like, it can't be like a Hooper's, you know, like a barrel. People die doing stuff like that. I'd rather die drinking Archers. I sound like I'm doing an advert. It would have been Jim, but I just don't want to get that thingy this early. Right. Stop talking, Kay. Tobacco. That's what I'm doing. Sorry, I'll have to talk to myself. No one else will. Right, no one else will tell me. Oh, by the way, hold up.
Hey, Canada. Honk, honk.
That's it. I've basically... There you go. Show me colours now. I'm waving them. Right, that's a bit late, though. Could have been doing that the other week. Right. Oh, and I got a Christmas present for JC. Still here. Oh, mate, hurry up, JC. But he ain't coming for ages. But then we could pray for more rain, everyone. And then he'll turn up soon. And why am I carrying like a suitcase worth of crap?
I can get a big bag.
No, if I had a big bag, it'd be full up. Big bag. I only use the lip balm and like 2 things, but obviously I'm turning into my mother, carrying like If I don't, I'm going to start having a breakdown. Well, oh, I'm live again. I didn't even know I cut out. Right, let's get the only thing that I actually need out. How can I've lost it? Death. That is what is going to go down. Why are you so organised? Why do you make me feel like...
No.
She's got a whole packed lunch in a cereal.
No, it's leftover.
Yeah, it don't matter. It's still a packed lunch, babes. It doesn't matter what it is. It don't matter if you just bought it out of the shop and put it in the pot. But Kay is having a panic attack now. Not a real one. Right, let's do it. Church service. I'm going to read some of them prayers. That's what I'm going to do, because you weren't bored enough, people, were you, just watching me wittering to myself. Oh, what a tramp. I've lost my tobacco. Where did I last roll one? Oh. I don't know where that church bell's come from. No, I'm going to have to go and buy some snack now. No, I'm going to just... Something's got to give in my life, because I'm too tired. I'm too... Aha! Oh, yo!
That's a sign.
That's a sign that...
Don't.
If it gets me... Someone threw a snowball at me, everyone in Canada. I thought they were suicidal. I was like, why would you do that? But then I felt sorry for them because they're Canadian. You know what I mean? So they didn't really choose death. They didn't know they'd chosen death when they hit me really hard with a snowball. But yeah, right, talk to me now. Now I'm semi-relaxed. It's still not quite back. I know, Paul, that's disgusting. Because I tell you why it is. Organisations like BLM and Antifa didn't have any of their funds withheld. It's almost as if the governments are supporting. Yeah, Pristine. I've grown up. So, yeah. So they just... And the reasons they cited for withholding it is disgusting. The stories that they're making up about them. And I can't download my own stream to clip out a couple of interviews because it just... Weirdly, the file seems corrupted on YouTube. It won't do it, but I might get JC to do it now. What investigation am I doing? What, into whether cigarettes are really bad for your children? I'll let you know in 20, 30 years. Right. Oh yes, I think they were refunded. I think that the plan was to refund them. But I know that another PayPal wouldn't have. They're just a straight transactional kind of like you give it and you receive, the other person receives it. There's no like holding it back, getting moody interest. Deism. I am on Telegram, Ethel Fleet. Oh, nice. I don't ever really go on there though. I've got it, but sorry, I forgot the question. Deism. Do you know, I'm doing theology at the moment, and there's so many different. Deism is. You're gonna have to refresh my memory.
Oh.
If this water hits me on the head. I'm getting brave, like giving it threats to the umbrella, but it's dumping big amounts of water everywhere. But they're still idiots for not putting the rest of them up. Deism. I posted something about it not long ago. Sorry, my brain's frozen. They did get refunded. I thought so, yeah. I thought so. Well, what they should do is just set up a PayPal account for them.
I think they donated another.
Yeah, on another,
yeah.
by another means.
Yes, they already
Good.
collected 8 million.
Only.
8
But
million.
it's also now illegal to give them any material aid, like in person, I guess. You can't take them petrol or food, and in those temperatures, that's basically like a death sentence. If you're going to run out of fuel and sit in a big piece of metal, like with cushion on the seat, you're going to die in that temperature. So, oh, sorry everyone, but 2 seconds. In fact, I smoke, everyone. Nice to meet you. I'm Kay. I'm having a bit of an odd Sunday. Right, let's see what that is. Oh yes, of course, yeah. No, well, I don't accept it, and I don't know really how conceptually it even would have come around. Like, what would be the benefit or how would one observe a God that doesn't interact in return? Like, we're lesser beings in any like systematic theology. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand how they would even come up with it. I can understand or sympathise maybe or whatever with the idea that God is indifferent. You know, people who suffer bereavement sometimes think, oh, God doesn't hold to it, because I believe he came down and died and was risen, etc. And that's my answer. And we have no further comments to make, Your Honour.
No comment.
So, no, I just see you shaking your head, I know. So, yeah, that's my answer. Right, go on, I'll tell you what, just ask me anything you like now. I don't really care. It doesn't mean I'll answer you, but I will give it a go. Any subject that I know something about. I know a little bit about a lot of things. It's freezing cold and it's still England. That's what I was doing when I was in Canada. I kept coming in from a cigarette being like, it's still Canada. I can't believe it. Yes, Orient, I know you're not talking to me, but Trump did some decent things. Look, if we all put him next to I do, Martin Ellen. If we just stick him next to Biden, I mean, at least he could wipe his own backside, potentially. So, yeah, that's a joke. That's just such a figurehead that it's not even funny. Makes George W. Bush look like some kind of intellectual, you know, like, wow. Oh, you're supposed to put the mixer in, didn't you? Right, hang on a minute.
You wonder.
No, because I've only eaten at home. Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't think that. I say grace anyway before I eat. So, you know, let's find out about deists again. But that does. Are they polytheist deists? Polydeists? What? Hang on. He does though. Yeah, Pristine, the thing is, Yahweh does do these things. He works through humans. And he did feed the Israelites with the manna directly from heaven. So someone needs to tell the deists that, because there's literally an example of him feeding people who were hungry. But usually food and stuff is like representative of hungering for the word, etc., or being spiritually nourished, as opposed to recipes for chicken stew or whatever. So that's what I think about that. Let's have a look. Shall we have a little go?
Why did you sing the hymn?
Hang on. No, I'm not singing a hymn. Do me a favour. I did the Nicene Creed not long ago. Oh, okay. I'll do the sermon. It's a New Testament reading. Okay, if Christ is proclaimed as raised from the dead, how can some of you say there is no resurrection of the dead? So he's talking to the Sadducees in effect, but I've just added that bit. If there is no resurrection of the dead, then Christ has not been raised. And if Christ has not been raised, then our proclamation has been in vain and your faith has been in vain. We are even found to be misrepresenting God, because we testified of God that he raised Christ, whom he did not raise, if it is true that the dead are not raised. For if the dead are not raised, then Christ has not been raised. If Christ has not been raised, your faith is futile and you are still in your sins. Then those also who have died in Christ have perished. If for this life only we have hoped in Christ, we are of all people most to be pitied. But, thank goodness for this last bit, but in fact Christ has been raised from the dead, the first fruits of those who have died. This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. And that's 1 Corinthians 15:12-20. So he's directing his comments. Thank you. I've got a congregation. He's directing his comments to the Sadducees who didn't believe in the resurrection, and within that, quite a lot of that letter, he addresses misconceptions and what ifs and that kind of thing. Because if, as he said, if there's no resurrection, then it's all meaningless in terms of salvation. We would be back to, or some of us would be back to legalism, and I can't imagine that being any fun, because I'm not really big on massive rules. I tend to break them just to see what happens. I used to anyway when I was more rebellious. So yeah, I can carry on with the third Sunday before Lent, sung Eucharist, but we could also chit chat. I mean, I can't even, I don't even know that I'm going home this evening, so I can't even say I'll stream when I get home and comfortable, because I'm having to, yeah, okay, so I'd like some prayers for a lady called Mary. She's one of the most loving, fiercely loyal, like decent women that I've ever met. She's very strong. Doesn't want to burden anyone, that she's reticent to accept any help. So she's suffering with leg pain and bruising, pretty much. She's a walking bruise with patches of non-bruisedness. But she's taken to her bed for like, I don't know, almost 2 days now, and I've never known her to even lay in past like 6 a.m, 6:30, even though she's been retired for 25 years, and she was very hardworking when she did work. So, if you don't mind, I would really appreciate it, because I've been trying to help out, etc., and that's why I probably won't be home this evening to live stream. Although it doesn't mean I can't. It's very poor. I mean, elderly people don't have Wi-Fi, because don't be silly, because it's just worked out how to work a video machine. But yeah, I would very much appreciate that. Yeah, so that's what I have to say about that. I don't know, I'm running out. Can you believe it? I'm running out of things to talk about. No way. Look, I'm that boring that she's on her phone.
No.
She's watching a live stream. No, it's all right. You can. Yeah. Don't be silly.
Billy came, like last week. Billy came.
Oh,
he
nice.
was asking for you.
Oh, I like Billy. I do like him. He's the same age as Mary, the lady. Well, almost. He's a bit older, but he's still marching about as well. They're like, I don't think they build people like that anymore. Just very sturdy generation. Very like
strong.
They went through the wars, so they seem to know what they're talking about in terms of resilience and perseverance, etc. If this water gets me, I'm scared. I'm not scared.
I want to get there.
I didn't know that, Ethel Blade. That sounds like a bit out of, is it Star Wars, Star Trek? Do I think the UK should legalise weed like Canada? I don't think Canadians are that pleased on the whole. Thank you, Dragon. because I smoke roll-ups, as you know, and I was getting some pretty like weird looks, and people assumed I was smoking cannabis, and they weren't like all live and let live, and like, hey, like I actually got a sort of sarcastic comment. And that's the thing I've learned is Canadians are nice, but not as advertised, because their sarcasm sounds exactly the same as their normal voice. So maybe all the times they're saying have a nice day, really they're telling you. Right, multi-dimensional. Oh, this, how much water can there be? Oh, it must be falling from the sky. I don't know, somewhere else. I did, Jonathan, while I was there, but I would have to be the very rich lady to smoke tailor-mades nowadays, because they're too expensive. But I do have a friend who's coming back from abroad soon, so I will be smoking some. Sorry, I just got to put my hands under my legs to warm them up. If it stops raining, I'll go back to the pub, but it's not easing up at all. It's like tipping it down. Thanks, Jonathan, for your understanding and patience at this time. Right, I'm going to pick my phone up in a minute. I just can't.
Where's JC?
He ain't coming yet. I know him. Manana.
He said he was gonna go at home early.
Christine, I think I maybe tried a couple of times, but you're not supposed to inhale. I've had the little, not in a Bill Clinton way, I don't know, like cigars are meant to be kept in. I don't understand that, to be honest. It hasn't got any appeal for me because I like nicotine. So, right, let's just throw this away, get on with my life. Hold on. Jonathan, can you not tell? This is piddling down. Yes, I'm back in Blighty, back in London town, as it were. So that's a yes. Cristiano. I have stopped. I've got a daughter, so while she was being grown, as it were, yeah, I wasn't too keen on smoking. What does nicotine do? Replaces the lack of nicotine that you're feeling at the time. Like, I don't know that it's got any benefit at all, actually. Yeah, Cristiano, I was just answering that question for you. I did for a short time, and then I carried on again. So, like, I'm familiar with the process. I don't have any real desire to do it. There's other more harmful. I would suggest that just living in London. So does living. Living kills you slowly, Nav. Everybody who is alive now will die. Oh, that's a fib. If Jesus comes back, then that's a different story. But if Jesus doesn't come back in their lifetime, they will die. Like, everyone who gets divorced is married at the time they apply for the divorce.
So don't get married.
We've got a heckler. You do what you people feel is, I don't know, it's a bit of a long-term commitment, I guess. I don't know what that means, Cristiano. Maybe it's a mistype. I know, it's really wet and really boring here. Not boring, but just wet and grey and Englandy. I love Jordan B. Peterson. I like psychology is my field, discipline, whatever. Like it a lot, and I especially like him for his defence of free speech, which is when I began to listen to him. He's got some excellent series on biblical theology, because theology is also my thing. Very long though. I don't usually have. Leo, good advice. That's what it says in Matthew also. Yeah, I like him a lot. I haven't ever heard him say anything that I believe is wildly contentious. So yeah, I think he's a dude, and he's had some difficulty himself, like, but he's persevered with stuff. Cristiano, no, I don't generally. I pray before I go in. Maybe I didn't do a long enough one today. I sort of did it ad hoc as I was walking in, but no, No, I don't actually. I've had times where I was almost certain that I was going to, like once with a guy I really thought he was going to hit me. It didn't shut me up though. Oh, twice that's happened. One guy was telling me that because I'm white, I'm a rapist and I stole all his gold. I was like, I don't have a penis, and I've just cleared all my cupboards out at home. There's no gold there. I don't believe he does teach vain philosophies at all. Maybe your definition of vain philosophies. He teaches psychology. I don't believe when Paul speaks about don't be, I can't remember the verse, don't be thingy, but it is vain philosophy that he's talking about, not philosophy. And Peterson isn't a philosopher, although I did study philosophy as well. So I mean, it hurts your brain, to be honest, but I like thinking. So, former Speaker's Corner policeman, he actually took the time to get to know people and stuff. So, yeah, I don't believe I have bad people around me. I mean, I other than when I'm at Speaker's Corner, I don't mean in my life. Obviously, they wouldn't be in my life if I thought they were bad people, because it's relative, isn't it? It's like when you're a teenager, I'm sure most people's mothers think they're maybe with a bad crowd, but each of those people's mothers also thinks the same about your child. So, amen, Mohammed. I don't have anyone's gold. I don't even have my own. I don't like gold particularly. I prefer silver or platinum. So, Cristiano. If I say anything ever and you don't understand, you can always ask me, because most of it rhymes, but unfortunately it doesn't rhyme as it is said. It's the bit that we leave off that is the rhyme that gives you the indicator of what the word is. So, dicky bird, for example, is word. Like, that's how it goes, but then you would just say the first part, like, almond. Okay, so if you say to someone, "Where's my almonds?" For a start, me means my. But where are my almonds? You're asking for your socks, and the rhyme is almond rocks. And that's turtles. Anyone got a pair of turtles? It's your gloves, because turtle doves. Thank you, Nav. That I can get in the pub for not for cuddles, but for warmth. But when I go in there, the music, it'll make me stream up. But I'm coming up to an hour, so I might cut off. I feel bad. I feel really bad. I feel like I was looking forward to Speaker's Corner so much, and then the heavens just opened. And the last time it rained, it's not raining as bad as this. The last time it was raining, and I didn't even get to the pub, was when Hatton was stabbed in the face. Me and the guy I go to church with, we stopped off close by to. We didn't even get as far as the pub that we go to for breakfast. And it was literally bouncing off the floor. There were floods. It was... No, Nav, I'm from London, babes. I enjoy talking to people and being warm. Call me crazy. No, Orient. It's funny, when I was abroad, I was telling people, it rains all the time. But, Christine, you better get another mod. So, I've got a coat on. Thank you very much. But, yeah. Anyway, it's been an hour. I feel terrible. I might do a couple of shorts later. I keep saying I'm going to do that. I did one or two. Oh, nice. Oh, so you're in Britain, Ethelthleet. I mean, it does sound like a very old English name that you're rocking there, babes. I'm thinking of Ethelred. That was a king of England. No. Or king of Somerset? I don't know. No, I just made that bit up. But one of the old, like, kingdoms. West, I'm making out. I had the thing on my wall when I was a child, all the different kings and queens of England. I know Ethelred was one of them. Christine, if anyone can do it, Jesus can do it. So, I see, Ethelfleet. But yeah, maybe Modine will become a Christian, but I won't be holding my breath. If he does, it will be some sort of scam, like... Oh, hold on. Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, it's true, either.
But it's
right.
wet now.
Yeah, but now they've just soaked every chair by doing that. You're never going to sit down on them chairs.
No, we're not sitting, we just
I was going to say, yeah.
No, even if you dry them, they still lie.
Yeah, exactly. Wooden is not the way to go forward. That's true. Only Jesus can do it, and God can save to the uttermost. So Modine isn't out of the question, as it were. But I mean, my day's been up. Really, Christine? I mean, Christians believe that we see evidence of the deity of God just within creation, and that's an interaction. If you know what I mean, like if you want to extrapolate outwards, if God created the heavens and the earth and then made us in, I don't know what deists believe. I don't know if you all even got the same God. Didn't you say some of them believe in that Yahweh's a God, but he's just one of a gang or something? No, Mohammed is never. When I say never going to happen, because my brain would have to be, I'd have to have a lobotomy, like, and I'm not booking one in. I'd have to have part of my brain removed, and that would maybe account for the 50% deficiency. Maybe, yeah. But that's literally, it would have to happen because I've read two excellent preacher 150, 160 years ago in this city. He was preaching at the age of like 21, 22. I've got one on my channel. It's called Unity in Christ, or This is what Spurgeon says about unity in Christ. Very worth listening to, even though it's my voice doing it. So that's one. C.S. Lewis, he did some sermons. He's not necessarily a preacher. He's, sorry, John. Likewise, phoning me and all. I'm so popular. Yeah, so can you poke your head out and see if John's comes to that? Am I taking a piddle? Sorry. So, yeah, Spurgeon, C.S. Lewis also passed away, sadly, but in heaven, eventually. Ones who are alive today. I can't, like Jeff Durbin, I've heard a good few sermons of his. He's of, I think he's a Calvinist. He's Apologia Studios on YouTube, or Apologia. He ministers or polemicizes Mormonism, and he does it with such patience and gentleness. Like, that's not my style. That's not what God granted me. But I often look at people like him and Paperboy who are very patient, and I think, what's the secret? Like, but yeah, I don't have the secret. So those are, Jay is Jay's doing some brilliant work. Jay Smith, Founder Films. Mormonism, he's called Jeff Durbin, Durbin, I believe, and his channel is Apologia, Apologia. Are they there? Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, let's say hello to the Spanish boy and then we'll go inside. Is he sitting indoors because he's not a div? Yeah, he's gone straight in the pub. Anyone who think that boy likes a drink? So I feel bad. I'm going to wrap it up, but I am home now, and even though I have a weird, like, who is Nav? I don't know who you're talking about. Yeah, even though I've got, maybe like when I do not a Sunday live stream, when it's just the usual, I'll tell you what's going on. But I'd love those prayers for Mary, please. Thank you, Catherine. Joel Osteen. What a joker. The geezer, there was an hurricane going on. He's got a big super stadium for a church, and he don't even open the doors for the people. Prosperity gospelers are a bit. Does he?
No.
He looks like a catalogue model. Inventory.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's pure twaddle. No, snake oil salesman sounds good. Thank you, Martin. Thank you. She's getting a bit rowdy now. We're talking about Joe Osteen. Thank you, Nav. It's very kind of you. Thanks, George. I'm glad to be back, but I just haven't done a good job of conveying it because life is just. I'll talk to you in a bit, Jordan. Or I'll stick it in the. Oh, you all know. Sorry, there's a group I put prayer requests in, so those people all know about Mary. Right, thank you so much. I'm going to press the first button, and lots of love. And sorry there was not much Speaker's Corner, but I've got 2 hours of me and Modine when we went out a long while ago. I'm going to prem it. Okay, someone remind me. I'm going to do it on my little channel probably. All right, lots of love, everyone.